Hello everyone, myself A.S. Bhandari. We are here for our third lecture dealing with the subject Software Project Management. We are concentrating on the unit Quality Management and People Management. For the last lectures, we have just concentrating on the motivation. What is the need of the motivation? What the role plays by the motivation in everyone's life? For that, we have just seen the two different kinds of a model. The first one is a Taylorist model and the second is Maslow's model. For the today's session, we are going to consider the next two models of the motivation, that is Herberg's two-factor theory and the expectancy theory of motivation. Let's start. So first is the Herberg's two-factor theory. What is this Herberg's two-factor theory? This one is the theory provided with the scientist Herberg. Some things about the job can make you dissatisfied. If the causes of dissatisfaction are removed, this does not necessarily make the job more exciting. Research into the job satisfaction by the Herberg and his association found the two sets of the factors about the job, and these are going to be categorized into the two sets. That is, first is a hygiene or maintenance factor and another one is the motivators. Firstly is nothing but hygiene or maintenance factor. This is the group related with the qualities or the actions which are dissatisfied or responsible for demotivation of the person. Hygiene or the maintenance factor can make you dissatisfied if they are not right. For example, the level of pay or working conditions. If you are not satisfied with a working condition, you are not feeling comfortable within that conditions, then obviously you cannot be give your 100%. If the level of an pay is unjustified, that is you cannot get the pay according to your level of the work, then obviously this may lead into the dissatisfaction or the demoralization of the individuals. So these are the we can say that there are some of the factors present directly or indirectly in the individual's lives which can be give the dissatisfaction or the demoralizations towards the person. Exactly on the another hand, there is one another set of the actions or the qualities which are called as motivators, which converts you into the positive thinking. We already know that what is the importance of the motivation in the individual's life, and obviously it is very important in a working life. The motivators which make you feel that the job is worthwhile, like a sense of achievement or the challenge of the work itself. Unless and until you not get satisfied or motivated internally, you cannot be challenge yourself. The challenge is required for the improvement in the further actions to get achieve some kind of the beyond the limits. So for that, some kind of a good action, some kind of the good responses you required, it may, though you can say these are what is the level of importance in the individual, that one is another thing, but they are directly, obviously or indirectly, playing a very important role in anyone's of the achievements. So in short, Herberg's plays make the group of the two sides. First is which one is not accepted and another one which is required. Nextly, here I am trying to make some group of the actions qualities according to these groups. So first group is related with an hygiene, that is these are the factors which are dissatisfied, which are responsible for the demoralizations of the individuals. What is the first one? It is nothing but a company policy. If you are not agree with that, you can't work freely. Supervision, relationship with the boss, work condition, salary, and relationship with your colleagues or the peoples at the different levels. So these are some kind of factors which are related with the demoralizations of the individual. Exactly on the another side, there are some factors which get motivated. The first one is achievement, the another is recognition. If you get recognized by your seniors, then obviously it will be converted into some kind of motivation. It will be helps to improve the self confidence, and hence the recognition for your work is required. It may be how much is the amount is going to be converted, that is the another way, but the recognition of your work is always required. Another one is work itself. Next, responsibility, advancement, and the growth. So these are the parameters which are responsible for the satisfaction, which moves the person towards some kind of a level of satisfaction which converts into the happy nature of the individual. Hence, this one is nothing but the Hertzberg's two-factor theory. Now, nextly, we are going to see the fourth and the last model of the motivation, and that is nothing but the expectancy theory of motivation. Expectancy theory proposes that an individual will decide to behave or act in a certain way because they are motivated to select a specific behavior over other behaviors. It will be required. The expectancy theory of motivation explains the behavioral process of why individuals choose one behavioral option over the other. It also explains how they make decisions to achieve the end they value. It identifies the three influences of the motivations. These are called as the three components of the expectancy theory. These are nothing but the first one is expectancy. Expectancy, it is nothing but the belief that working harder will lead to a better performance. Next is instrumentality. This is the belief that better performance will be always rewarded. And the last one is valence. It is nothing but the resulting reward. The three elements are important behind choosing one element over another because they are clearly defined. That is, the efforts towards the performance expectancy, performance outcomes towards the expectancy, and so on. So the first is over here, it is nothing but expectancy. What is this expectancy? Expectancy is the belief that one's effort will result in attainment of the desired performance goals. That is, the efforts are converted into the performance. If the efforts are better, obviously it will be give a good performance. Nextly, it is nothing but instrumentality. Instrumentality is the belief that a person will receive a reward if the performance expectation is met. This reward may present itself in the form of pay increment, promotions, recognitions, or the sense of accomplishment. That is, if you give the better performance, you get some kind of a good outcome. That is, your performance is going to be converted into a better output. If you get a very good work, the company will give you the more increment, or it may give you the promotion. So promotion, increment in a salary, these are nothing but an output. These are nothing but an outcome. Why you achieve this? Because you have done good performance. You have given a very good performance. You've done a very good work, and that's why you are eligible for this kind of the good outcomes. Instrumentality is low when the reward is the same for all performance given. As we have already seen that if I am doing the better work than the another, then I expecting that I should get the output more than the others. If someone is doing the less work, he should get the less output. If someone doing the more work, he should have to get the more output. So if this is not a bit down, then obviously you get demoralized. That is, the instrumentality will be get lowered when all the rewards having the same level, though someone is given the good performance or the not. The factors associated with the individual's instrumentality for outcomes are nothing but trust, control, and the policies. So, these are the points which will be helpful for an individual to convert your performance into the outcome. You have your better control on yourself. You have to trust on your work. You have to give your level best to convert your performance into the better output. You have to make out some kind of policies. You have to make some kind of the rules for your working. And so we can say that these are the factors with individual's instrumentality for the outcome, for a better outcome. Now, nextly, a third parameter, that is nothing but a valence. The value an individual places on reward of an outcome, which is based on their needs, goals, values, and source of the motivation. So, this one is the third parameter which one is required for the motivation. The value an individual places, the value of an individual places, that everyone is going to put down some kind of the efforts. Influential factors includes one's value, needs, goals, performance, and sources that strengthen their motivation for the particular outcome. Now, all these values, all these one are going to be put forwarded into some points. That is, the valence refers to the value the individual personally places on the reward. That means -1 is indicating avoiding the outcome. 0 is nothing but indifferent to the outcome, and +1 is nothing but it welcomes the outcome. So we can say that in short, all the summary, if we provided into one sentence, we can say that the motivational force is nothing but equal to the expectancy into instrumentality into a valence. So what is the final amount of the motivation you get? You get the motivation only by the expectancy, only by the instrumentality, or only by the valence? No, you will be required all of this into a multiplicative level. And that's why we can say that a total motivational value, which one is called as a motivational force, is directly proportional towards the multiplication of all these three factors, that is expectancy, instrumentality, and valence. That is, your expectancy is related with efforts into performance, your instrumentality is related with the performance into the outcome, and the valence is related with the outcome is going to be converted into the needs. And this one is this, if the motivational force is going to be increases, that any of the three factors are going to be increases, then obviously it is very helpful to get motivation and to get converted into the positive level of the thinking.